show about our solar system really begins with Bonnie and Connie, identical twins. The scene on your screen, they look nothing alike, and they took along Jeffers Barker's worse than his bite. Got an invitation sent to the wrong place by the party on Pluto in deep outer space. They were up for adventure, something new to do. You're slick enough to play with us, so you can come too. 10, 9, 8, that's hot chill if you work great. 7, 6, 5, will this rocket box keep us alive? Oh, oh, 3, 2, so much to see and do. Oh, 1, 1, 1, it's birthday Blastoff fun.
High above Earth, our gang was all smiles. "Wow!" shouted Bonnie. "We've gone up 200 miles." 220, said Jeff. "To be precise, my dear. That's the average thickness of Earth's atmosphere."
We must be the first women astronauts in outer space.
First of all, we're not women. We're 10. Secondly, Valentina Tereshkova, a Russian cosmonaut, was the first woman in outer space on June 16, 1963. 20 years later, Sally Ride was the first American woman astronaut.
Then what does that make us?
The first American kidstronauts.
Outside of Earth's atmosphere, it is almost a total vacuum. No air pressure. So, if I step out in it, unprotected, like so, the air inside me would expand and I would explode like a balloon. This does not look good for the pink poodle guy.
Lucky you're a cartoon character, or that would have hurt mucho, dude.
Yikes, we're behind schedule. The party starts soon. And we haven't even gone as far as our moon.
They gazed down at the surface so lifeless and gray. Said Bonnie, "It doesn't look like a fun place to play. Still, it's amazing that by creating our tides, our moon that's so dead keeps Earth so alive."
Listen, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
On July 20th, 1969, Neil Armstrong was the first person to walk on the moon. He walked around for 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Nearly 1 billion people watched as the first man from Earth prepared to set foot upon the moon.
I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
I am USSR Robot Explorer Vehicle Lunokhod 1. I defected to the moon in 1970. You drive, I sing famous Russian song. All the wheels on the Lunokhod go round and round, round and round. Come on, sing along. Round and round.
Hi there, friends! Lunar Louie here, and we're blowing out the space locks here at Lunar Louie's. They left it, you get it, Space Stuff Store. Billions of bucks worth of really cool equipment on the surface of the moon. Bad news for the lunar ecology, but great news for bargain hunters. Hey, we've got probes, modules, tools, golf equipment. Check out this rover. One owner, driven only 30 miles, cost NASA $8 billion. They left it, you get it, for only $29.95. Buy now, I'll throw in the flag used on all those MTV commercials. So come on down, we're solar close, 5 blocks south of the Sea of Showers, across from the Tycho crater.
After leaving the moon, they had figured their path. 94 million miles to the sun. Jeff blew the math.
Hey, I'm a dog. Cut me some slack, eh?
Getting close to the sun, they were French fried by storms of solar flares and sunspots, way hotter than warm.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
You are Earth's sunshine, Earth's only sunshine, 94 million miles away, but your light gets there in just 8 minutes. That's pretty fast, and you do it every day.
This just in at the news center. The sun's life is half over.
Oh no, we better call Mom and Dad and all of our friends. How much time do we have?
Only another 5 billion years.
Oh no, only 5 billion!
Let's go!
So on to the party with lightning-like speed. Connie glanced at the map and continued to read. With the sun far behind us and stars flying by, we'll soar over Mercury, barren and dry.
Presenting Luno the Magician.
For my first and only trick, I shall make the moons of Mercury appear. Ta-da! Nothing, no moons, zero zip. But now you'll always remember that Mercury has no moons. Corny but effective. The sun sure is hot during daytime on Mercury.
The sun has to be hot, so it can provide heat and energy for the whole solar system for billions of years.
Kind of like our solar system's very own power company.
Well, yeah, kinda.
Hey, Connie, if the sun is our power company, who gets the bill?
Following directions, they looked up above. That's what they named for the goddess of love. It's a planet called Venus, Connie read out aloud. It's a very hot place in a thick yellow cloud.
Venus has the longest day in the solar system. It rotates so slowly that one Venus day is slightly longer than one Venus year.
Wow! Every day would be my birthday. Think of the parties, all the presents.
On Venus, a year is 224 Earth days long. And on Venus, one day is equal to 243 Earth days. So it would take over 2 Earth months between lunch and dinner.
But we would always have lots of birthday cake to snack on.
When the Magellan spacecraft took pictures of the Aphrodite highlands, scientists saw unusually bright and shiny spots. Many believed they were made of iron pyrite.
Avast ye, mates. I am the Iron Pirate of Venus, here to shiver your timbers.
It's not iron pyrite. It's a mineral called iron pyrite.
I thought they said iron pirate.
Those clouds keep in heat of 900 degrees.
That's one surefire way to kill off Jeff's fleas.
I do not have fleas.
With the Earth at their backs, into space the twins sped. Then they spotted a planet all rocky and red. It was quite a relief. Fuel was real low. With a quick stop on Mars, they were ready to go.
I'm the Olympus Mons, the biggest, hugest, widest volcano in the whole solar system. You ever hear of the state of Missouri? Well, I'm so big, I could cover the whole dang thing all by myself. And tall? I'm 78,000 feet tall. Heck, tallest mountain y'all got on Earth wouldn't even reach my knees, if I had knees.
Ho, ho, ho! It's good to be back home at the icy North Pole.
Right pole, Santa. Wrong planet. This pole is made of frozen carbon dioxide.
Oops.
Rudolph, I told you to take a left at Greenland. Ho, ho, ho!
I've got it. We have charcoal from the sun from when it burned up our cards, sulfur from Venus, that wasn't very hard, some chemicals from our hot dogs, and we're all set. We mix them together, and what do we get? Rocket fuel!
They saw on the map that they'd soon have to pass 4 large planets made of liquid and gas. The first one was Jupiter, the largest of all. It makes most of the planets look puny and small.
What's wrong with the radio?
Jupiter's super bolts of lightning cause major interference on radios. Sometimes it even sounds like whistles.
Hey, I hear it.
And I feel it.
Connie, how can I tell when a planet or a moon rotates and when it revolves?
I have a real simple way to remember. Everything in the solar system revolves around the sun.
Everything in the solar system revolves around the sun. That's it? No jokes, no rhyme?
Nope. Just remember that everything in the solar system revolves around the sun. Then, the only word left for what a planet or moon does on its own is rotates.
So what you're saying is revolves solves what is done around the sun, and rotates notates what planets and moons do one by one.
I think we got a poem anyway.
We did? When?
Then, hanging a left, they saw, of all things, a strange-looking planet surrounded by rings. These rings around Saturn are pieces of ice. It's too cold to land on, but the view sure is nice.
Bonnie, learning the names of Saturn's rings is as easy as A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Well, if you say so, so let's start.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
I know learning the names is as easy as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but what are they?
I told you, the names of Saturn's rings are A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
That's it? A, B, C, D, E, F, G?
Yep.
Even I can remember that. Connie?
What?
If their names are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, then what are their initials?
If a star rotates rapidly and has a regular beat or pulse, it's called a pulsar.
Who would have thought the universe had rhythm?
Okay, now that we're leaving Saturn, let's count the rings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
An odd blue-green planet was approaching quite fast. It spun on its side as they went zooming past.
Uranus?
Uranus?
Oh, for crying out loud. Grow up. It's Uranus.
Submitted for your approval. A planet that has cornered the market on strange. Strange name, strange color. Rings as dark as coal. And to top off this grocery list of galactic gas, it is a planet with unusual talent for rotating backwards on its side. Something that can only happen in the Uranus zone.
A nebula is like a baby galaxy. Maybe if we sing, it'll stop crying.
Twinkle, twinkle, nebula, you glow with light from stars in the sky. Some say you're just floating free, soon be part of the galaxy. Twinkle, twinkle, nebula, you glow with light from stars in the sky. Are we there yet?
Almost.
I gotta go.
I told you to go on Mars.
I didn't have to go on Mars. I gotta go now.
Okay. We'll stop on Neptune.
Now there's a great sight, Bonnie. Don't you agree? It's the planet named after the god of the sea. You can tell that it's Neptune by its giant dark spot. A storm that looks like an Earth-sized ink blot.
I'm afraid to ask, but Bonnie, what are you doing?
Well, since Neptune is named after the Roman god of the sea, and it's all blue, so it must be water.
Actually, that's methane vapor.
And I was hungry, so I figured I'd try to catch lunch. A great big...
Let me guess. Neptuna fish?
Yeah, gee, Connie, how'd you get so smart?
Years of living with you, Bonnie.
Broom, soap, sponge...
Bonnie, what's all this cleaning stuff for?
Oh, Connie, just look down at Neptune. See over there? Somebody spilled something and left a great big dark spot. I'm gonna clean it up. Vacuum mop.
Bonnie, the great dark spot isn't a spill. It's a storm system as big as our Earth.
Wow, a storm? Then it'll really leave a mess. I better get more paper towels.
I hear these comets are fast and wild, huh? Alrighty. Well, heck, if I can rope the horse, I can rope the comet, eh? Here comes one now, partner. Yeehaw!
When they landed on Pluto, it was minus 400 degrees. Let's find that party, said Connie, before we all freeze.
Bonnie, did you know that Pluto is the only planet that's never been visited by human technology?
What about us?
You call imaginary characters in a cardboard box technology?
Good point.
Hey kids! Tired of the same old planets? Then try rocky, ice-cold Pluto! Pluto's covered on the outside in desolarlicious frozen nitrogen with just a touch of methane and carbon monoxide. And it has that sucko-rucko core that aliens adore. Pluto! It's as small as a moon, so it fits in your spoon. If your spoon is 750,860 miles wide. And speaking of moons, when you try Pluto, you'll get a free surprise. Saturn, Pluto's moon. Carrot. A little less methane, but a lot more taste. That's because it's covered with munchy, crunchy, frozen water. Just flick on the gravitational pull and these two pals will dance together through outer space forever. Batteries not included, so try Pluto, the planet that's so far out that it could be something else.
I thought you brought a birthday present.
I thought you brought it.
I've got an idea.
When the girls and Jeff got to the party, it was not at all what they expected. There were bizarre-looking aliens with body parts strangely connected.
Happy birthday from all the pink poodles in outer space. Moi.
Happy birthday from all your friends on Earth.
We wrote you a poem for a birthday present and put it to music so you'll never forget it.
Hey, 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 happy birthday from your solar system. Hey, 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 happy birthday from your solar friends.
Hey, 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 happy birthday from the solar system. Birthdays come, we've never missed them. May your happy birthdays never ever end.
We say happy birthday from Venus. You say escucha.
On Mercury, everyone says schmooze. On the sun is ow, ow, ow. But on the sun, ow, 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 is the only thing anybody says.
Happy birthday on Neptune, it's wizard.
On Saturn, it's ring-a-ding-ding.
On Jupiter, it's stupider than Mars where they say dweezil. Because on Jupiter, they burp when they say the same thing.
Hey, 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 happy birthday from the solar system. Hey, 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 happy birthday from your solar friends. Hey, 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 happy birthday from the solar system. Birthdays come, we never miss them. May your happy birthdays never ever end.
Happy birthday on Uranus. It's meow meow blah. Don't make us sound like a very sick cat.
On Earth it's happy birthday, but since you've all had birthdays here, we're pretty sure you already knew that.
Happy birthday on Pluto is Wonka Donkey Ferp. On asteroids and nebula, schmoo. On comets and on moons, it's Boogie Boog Buffoon. But they all really mean happy birthday to you.
Hey, 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 happy birthday from the solar system. Hey, 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 happy birthday from your solar friends. Hey, 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 happy birthday from the solar system. Birthdays come, we've never missed them. May your happy birthdays never ever end.
Come on, it's getting late. We said we'd be home by 7:45.
Au revoir.
Bye,
Au revoir.
everybody.
I'll call you, don't call me. I'm sorry, we do lunch.
Well, Bonnie, Connie, and Jeff are all parted out, so they're heading back to Earth, and there is no doubt they really learned a lot on the solar system trip. And now to review, we're gonna let it rip. They went to Mercury and Venus, Pluto, Sun, and Mars, Neptune and the comets, Saturn and the stars, Jupiter and asteroids, Uranus, galaxies. And my the nebula, that's okay with me. Oh, but the best part of the trip, like we said